and I think we should very strongly consider it. With the transfer portal, it essentially allows young players to be like free agents, right?
Yep.
And I mean, that's Alonzo Highsmith's NFL background. He's
Right.
a player personnel executive.
That's
In
very good point.
interviews, he said that he spends all week on college campuses scouting players. That's what he does, So the idea of maximizing the potential of the transfer portal, it could be really cool to have like a general manager type guy, and I think Alonzo would be perfect for that type of role. So I'm actually hoping that we can make that work. Obviously there would be a lot of you want the AD to approve that, right? You don't want
Right.
to hire Alonzo before you hire an athletic director.
No, you can't do that. That's a shit show
Yeah.
waiting to happen.
Yeah, I agree. And so, and then kind of talk on the street is that Gino Torretta and Alonzo as like a couple, like a package deal. Gino, I feel you. I'm very skeptical of that. Gino has a finance
experience.
background, manages a
experience.
company worth $41 billion,
Yep.
but no athletic director experience.
I already went through that. Yeah.
So I get you. But yeah, that's kind of the situation we're dealing with. In my mind, Tom Urich and Alonzo Highsmith would be ideal.
I'm actually
Tom
okay
Urich.
with it.
Is that? I think I heard it on the Level Third show. Is he the one he's like 65 years old?
Yeah.
I think they're like, what's the long-term plan with someone who's 65?
Not die.
Don't die.
Yeah, don't die. I love
don't
that.
die, bitch.
Yeah, from Big Daddy. Have you guys seen Big Daddy?
Yeah.
I
mean,
He's got a 10-year plan. What is it? Don't die.
Don't die.
That was a great movie.
But truth be told, 65 is not old. I mean, we have some head coaches who are into their 70s, but I mean, 65. He comes
Saban
in.
isn't young.
He would have He would have some.
Yeah,
but as long as Miami doesn't do what Miami does, or at least has been doing over the last, decade, 20 years now. They just don't need to rush it, man. That's the thing. I hear a lot of let's rush it, even though that's the last thing they should be doing. I think they're looking for a Miami guy, and I don't know, like that. When are they going to break that trend? Like, we need a Miami guy. We need that Miami connection. Look, you bring the right person in, they become a Miami guy. Like, you become part of the culture.
Yeah.
Honestly,
very easily.
Let me give this caveat, okay? Like, I'm not from South Florida, okay? So I'm not going to pretend like I understand it, right? I know that I'm from Utah. We have a very distinct culture here in Utah. It is very unlike everywhere else. So, perhaps South Florida is the same way. Okay, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
However, I honestly feel like the idea that everyone has to have a Miami connection is kind of stupid.
I agree.
It's dumb. Completely agree with you.
Like, why?
It's stupid.
Because I like I said, I'm a big Luke Fickell fan, and everyone says no, he's like he doesn't understand Miami, and it's like, but he understands winning football games, though. What he does understand is winning football games.
He understands that and recruiting and
development, coach.
Developing these kids.
You know how?
Well, I like Tom Herman too, and people are like, oh, well, whatever. He doesn't know Miami, whatever. He, got fired at Texas. I was like, okay, first of all, he beat Kirby Smart and Georgia in a New Year's Six Bowl. Okay.
Yep.
And when he was at Houston, he beat Jimbo Fisher and Florida State in a New Year's Six Bowl. He recruited a 5-star recruit to Houston. The only time a 5-star recruit has signed with a group of 5 program. Tom Herman was the coach. Okay.
Exactly.
And he beat Lincoln Riley twice. Think about that. He's beaten 3 of like the 6 best college coaches.
And he got fired because he wasn't Mac Brown and he wasn't going 11-1 or 12-1.
He went 7-3
and he got fired.
You have a big faction of Miami fans like coronating Manny Diaz after 8-3. Okay, yet they're like, Tom Herman got fired. It's like, dude, he got fired for the same season that you guys are blowing your load all over Manny Diaz for.